Hi, fight fans, and welcome back to LL Sports TV. Hope you're all doing well. So, I just got through watching the press conference announcing Ben Whittaker's next fight, which will be his debut under the Matchroom boxing banner. It's now official that Ben Whittaker will take on the German Benjamin Gavazi for the vacant WBA silver light heavyweight title. Now, that fight will take place at the Birmingham NEC on Saturday, the 29th of November. Now, the significance of this fight is that this bout will be seen as a major step up for Whittaker, first and foremost, and it also will be his grand opener as a matchroom fighter. Now, Whittaker will be headlining the first show of the promotion in his hometown of Birmingham. Well, he's from Wolverhampton, but Birmingham is just down the road. And there's a couple of things well worth noting about this fight. Number one, it indicates the kind of high-level confidence with which Matchroom have in Whittaker. They've acknowledged his star power and his ability to draw an audience, so him headlining a show is significant in that aspect. Secondly, it's also considered a major title opportunity for Ben Whittaker. The WBA silver title is what I would say a significant leap to the fights he's had so far. And if he can win the WBA silver light heavyweight title, then Ben Whittaker will effectively enter the WBA rankings, potentially setting him up for a world title eliminator or certainly a high profile matchup sometime in 2026. It will also be a step up in competition to Whittaker's opponent so far. I mean, Whittaker has faced a couple of notable names, most notably Liam Cameron, and he had 2 fights with him. But his opponent this time around, Ben Gavazi, he's no scrub. He comes into this fight, Gavazi, with a record of 20 fights, 19 wins, 13 by KO, and just the 1 loss. Now, that 1 loss was on his professional debut. So as you can see by that, he's put together a nice long run. And he is a good fighter. I've checked him out on YouTube. And from what I can see, what I noticed is that he's a decent puncher, first and foremost, with decent boxing skills. But yeah, he does have a a decent KO ratio of around about 68-70%, which suggests that he does have genuine punching power, which will, of course, make him a dangerous opponent who must be respected. He's got good experience, like I said, 20 professional fights. So he's got a solid foundation there of ring experience, which will help him well. I would also say that Gavazi will have genuine motivation to do well in this fight. I mean, Ben Whittaker will be by far the biggest name on Gavazi's resume to date. Gavazi is also coming off a near year-long layoff. So he'll be highly motivated. He'll be looking to cause a major upset. And if he was to upset Whittaker or even do really, really well, that would propel him on a global platform. So there's lots of motivation for Gavazi there. Also, Gavazi is a well-respected fighter in Germany, so he comes with a good reputation. So all those things kind of add up to him being a very good opponent for Ben Whittaker. So while Gavazi has decent credentials, there will also be questions he needs to answer in the ring. So, for example, can Gavazi handle the speed and unconventional boxing style of a Ben Whittaker? Will the pressure of fighting Ben Whittaker in what is in effect Ben Whittaker's hometown have on Gavazi? So yeah, those will be questions that we'll all be looking to find out on fight night. As for Ben Whittaker, Ben the Surgeon Whittaker, he's from Wolverhampton, as I alluded to earlier. 28 years old now, Ben Whittaker, former top amateur, former Olympic silver medalist in the Tokyo 2020 Games. As a professional, he's had 10 fights, 9 wins, 6 by KO. He had 1 draw, that was to Liam Cameron of Sheffield. Now, Ben Whittaker avenged that draw in his last fight in some style, knocking out or TKOing Liam Cameron in the 2nd round. Now, Whittaker, many of you will know who have seen him fight before. He's got what I would call an unorthodox, flashy and somewhat elusive style. But he is very skilled. He has excellent athleticism. He's got good hood movement, good reflexes, uses the hands down defense. But he is a good boxer with some very good skills. I know he incorporates a lot of showboating into that style, which some people may look at and may be turned off by somewhat. But I guess it enables Whittaker to get his name out there. His face is very recognizable. A couple of his fights, clips have gone viral. But yeah, he's a very good fighter. Don't let the showboating fool you. This guy can really fight. He's very good defensively. Like I said before, elusive, very difficult to hit cleanly. He also has great speed, great reflexes. He's got fast hands, puts combinations together very well. And he also has decent power himself. I mean, he's had 6 KOs in 10 fights. That's a knockout percentage of what, 60%, which suggests that he's got respectable power. I mean, he may not have devastating one punch power, but he is accurate and he does hit hard enough to stop his opponents, as you can see. So, and in that last fight he had with Liam Cameron, he looked really, really good. So, yeah, man. I mean, Whittaker, he also brings a level of star power. He brings a lot of hype and attention to his fights. The type of hype and attention that, let's be honest, very few fighters in the UK can match right now. And this is what attracted Eddie Hearn to him and what attracted Matchroom to Whittaker. Eddie Hearn has described Ben Whittaker as one of his most exciting signings in years. And I've seen videos where Eddie Hearn is comparing Ben Whittaker to the likes of Prince Nazim Hamid and people like that. So, yeah, he's obviously very excited with Ben Whittaker in the Matchroom camp. He said he can turn Ben Whittaker into a global superstar. We'll see. Because, you know, despite lauding him and, you know, giving him his flowers because he is a very talented fighter, nonetheless, there are some questions surrounding Ben Whittaker. First and foremost is the showboating style. Can that work? Can the hands down showboating, you know, can that work against better top ranked opponents? That remains to be seen. Will he have to change his style up? I guess we'll find out. How will Whittaker handle things if things get rough in the ring or they're not going his way? Now, those questions were raised primarily after Ben Whittaker's first fight with Sheffield's Liam Cameron, when, let's be honest, there was a lot of people out there that accused Whittaker of feigning an injury and looking to get out of there when things were getting a bit hot. Now, personally, I thought that was ridiculous. I mean, I failed to see how somebody could deliberately throw themselves over a top rope and get themselves injured. But yeah, a lot of people are running with that narrative. And Ben Whittaker, let's be honest, when you get those kind of accusations made against you, they're going to remain for a long period of time, certainly until you can prove over time that those assertions are untrue. So, you know, the jury will be out on Ben Whittaker until he's performed at high level in a number of high quality fights and he's come through the other end and he's been through rough periods and come through it. That's the only time when people will divorce themselves from the narrative that Ben Whittaker has quit in him. Until he's proven it, there will always be the naysayers out there. But I've got to say off the record completely, I'm not one of those guys. You don't win an Olympic silver medal if you ain't got no heart. I think Ben Whittaker does have the heart. He does have the toughness. I know people that know him and I've seen him spar and stuff like that, seen him as an amateur. And all the reports I'm hearing are very good. So, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, those are questions that in time Ben Whittaker will have to answer. Will be interesting to see how that works out. It will also be interesting to see how the relationship between Ben Whittaker and Andy Lee, his new coach, goes. I mean, they've only had the one fight together so far. That, as I said earlier, was a highly impressive second round destruction of Liam Cameron, who Liam Cameron is a good fighter in his own right. But I've got to say that so far, Andy Lee looks like an excellent fit for Ben Whittaker. Andy Lee is known as a bit of a boxing savant, a bit of a teacher. And I think the other thing about Andy Lee that will work well for Ben Whittaker is that I think he's a disciplined coach. He believes in discipline. And I think he will curb some of Whittaker's excesses and ensure that he's fit and focused. I mean, I don't expect him to totally eradicate the showboating, but I think he'll rein things in a little bit and ensure that Ben Whittaker's focus for the fights, which is what he's going to need to do as he goes up in levels. So yeah. So yeah, you know, the fight between Whittaker and Gavazi is on. It's a typical kind of prospect versus seasoned pro type of fight. Whittaker's speed, lateral movement, defensive skill, and offensive skill will be expected to give Gavazi problems, especially early on. But Gavazi will back himself to come through it, try and cut the ring off, apply intelligent pressure, and look to land some of his heavy counter punches. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this fight. It'll be, I'm pretty sure it'll be a good one. Now, the actual press conference, I've got to say, was a fairly mundane affair, especially for a Ben Whittaker press conference. There wasn't too much in the way of any trash talk. Both fighters sounded confident, but were respectful towards each other. Although Ben Whittaker did say, what was the words he said? He said he's going to slice and dice Gavazi and turn him into a German doner kebab. I thought that was quite funny. That garnered a few laughs. But largely, both camps were respectful towards each other, which is good, which is what you want to see, really. As for the fight itself, I'm not going to do a prediction right now. I want to take a bit more look at Gavazi. I want to see how Ben Whittaker's looking in training and try and get some sense of mood from the two fight camps. So I'll save my prediction video to nearer to the time. But I am looking to see how Whittaker performs under the Matchroom banner. His continued relationship with Andy Lee. The pressure will be ramped up on each fight. So yeah, man, it looks like the combination of a larger-than-life Ben Whittaker and the ostentatious promotional savvy of Eddie Hearn will make for quite a journey, and it's a journey that I'm going to enjoy watching. But anyway, that's all from me. Thanks for watching LL Sports TV. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. I'm out.